Now, it's no secret that Ninjago is getting more expensive today, so in this video I'm going to talk about the top 10 Ninjago sets under $40 that don't absolutely break the bank. So, starting off with number 10, let's get right into it. My number 10 pick has to be the Street Race of Snake Jaguar. Now, honestly, I think that this is just a perfect little set for kids. The fact that it comes with like two opposing vehicles is just so great for play. These are two full-sized builds, one for the hero and one for the villain, so I think that's just really good. Other than that, the two minifigures in this set are pretty good, and both of these bikes are pretty substantial. Like, these are not small bikes. These are pretty big. Also, getting the Oni Mask of Vengeance has to be a huge plus. Overall, I think just because of how good this set is, I'm going to be putting it here at this spot. Next up, going into number 9, we have another vehicle. This time for $35, we have Zane's Dragon Power Spinjitsu race car. Now, honestly, I think this set has just one of the most fun play features I've ever seen in a Ninjago set. I also think it's super creative how you can like flip back the switch at the end and then this car can suddenly do Spinjitsu. Getting to the car itself, I think that it has a really good shaping around the front. I love the way they did the front, and especially around the sides and the back. It just looks like a really sporty race car, and I absolutely love it. 4 minifigures is also really good for like $35. It's not anything special, but I think all 4 of these minifigures are quality, and so that definitely makes this set much better. And just in general, I think that just because of how fun the set is to play with, I'm going to be putting it here at the number 9 spot. Next up, moving on to number 8, we have a $30 set. This time it's the Journey to the Skull Dungeons. Now, 4 minifigures for $30 is a pretty good deal in my opinion. Also, getting 3 ninja in a $30 set is absolutely fantastic. But not only that, I think that this build is also pretty great. It is kind of small and compact, but it comes with over 400 pieces, and I think the way they did the rocky terrain is just so fantastic. So, overall, just because of how cool this set is, how affordable it is, and the nice minifigures, I'm going to be putting it at the number 8 spot. Next up, going into the number 7 spot, we have another cheap but really good set. We have Wu's Battle Dragon, and I think that this has to be one of the best priced Ninjago sets like in existence. This is 320 pieces for just $20, and I think that's great. This dragon we get is way bigger than the typical $20 dragon, and 2 minifigures is also really great as well. Especially getting an exclusive minifigure in a $20 set, that's not something we see all that often nowadays. And the exclusive minifigure we get, that being Wu, it is a really nice minifigure. Other than that, it is a pretty simple set, but I think it is a pretty good one at that, so I'm going to be putting it here at the number 7 spot. Next up, just barely missing out on the top 5, we have the Rage Zeppelin from Skybound. Now, I think that this ship is just a really, really nice ship. Honestly, if you look at the balloon at the top and just the general shaping around the bottom, it just looks really nice. And I think it's a great model, and it can also be a great toy. Again, it comes with like a ninja side build, so you can have the ninja fighting the Rage Zeppelin, which I think is just a fantastic play feature for children. The inclusion of an exclusive Clancy in this set is absolutely fantastic, and Clancy was one of my favorite characters in Skybound, so I absolutely love getting him in this set. Other than that, just because of how good the ship is and how good the minifigures are, I'm going to be putting it here at the number 6 spot. Next up, now actually getting into the top 5, we have one of my favorite $20 sets of all time. This has to be the Throne Room Showdown. Now, we're going to see a lot more of these sets coming up, but I think it's genuinely fantastic when LEGO just puts like a ton of minifigures in a super cheap set, because nowadays in Ninjago, you're gonna have to pay a lot just to get your favorite characters, but that was absolutely not the case with Hunted, as this set came with pretty much all of the major characters in Hunted. Getting Harumi, Samurai X, and Skylar are definitely the highlights, but also getting Lloyd and Nia, the 2 main ninja fighting in the Resistance, I think that's definitely great. The build, I will say, is cute. It has some nice function, and you can definitely use it to have some fun. So overall, because of the minifigures, I'm going to be putting this at the number 5 spot. Moving on to number 4. This one is another minifigure pack, but I think this one's slightly better. We have the Dojo Showdown from Season 4 Tournament of Elements. And this one does have one less minifigure, but I think that this one is just a little bit better in my opinion, because it comes with the exclusive Griffin Turner and Karloff. I think those are just way more special minifigures than the minifigures we got in the Throne Room Showdown. Also, the Dojo Showdown is like kind of trying to emulate the actual tournament of elements, which means it has some really fun play features like these spikes out in the side and a trapdoor here in the front. So I think that it would definitely be a really fun toy for children. And so overall, I'm going to be putting this at the number 4 spot. Next up, now entering the top 3, we have an absolute classic that has still managed to hold up even 12 years later. Of course, I'm talking about the Golden Dragon. Now, this set was an absolute classic back in the day. I absolutely loved that head mold, and especially having the whole dragon being golden, I think that is just so cool. We haven't gotten that many golden dragons, but I think this one did it really well, especially at this smaller price scale. Also getting Golden Lloyd. Golden Lloyd has to be one of the best Ninjago minifigures in my opinion, period. And getting a decent, substantial villain like army so you can fight the Golden Dragon. I think that this set was just a really great set for children and an absolute must buy back in 2012 when it was released. And honestly, this is the stuff I want to see in Ninjago sets. I want to see a fun set that looks really well on display and comes with great minifigures, and this set ticks all the boxes. So it's definitely going to be going here in the top 3. Alright, now entering the top 2, and boy do I have 2 great sets for you. Starting off with number 2, we have a really recent set. This time it's Kai's Elemental Fire Mech. Now, again, I absolutely love it when these sets include 2 different builds, one for the ninja and one for the villains. It just makes it a whole lot more fun to play with in my opinion, and this set is no exception. It comes with 2 mechs, and again, I think that both of these are pretty fantastic. Kai's mech especially, I think has to be one of my top 10 favorite mechs of all time. I just love the elemental mechs in general, just because I think they're really posable, and at the same time, they also feel like they're bulky and have a presence on your shelves. The wolf mech I think is not that great, but again, it is just a side build. However, I think it is a pretty impressive side build at that, and it can definitely like go against the Kai mech. So overall, I'm pretty satisfied with the 2 mechs in this set. Going on to the minifigures, getting 4 minifigures is a really nice deal for $30 again. But I think Jordana's definitely the main highlight of the set, at least minifigure wise. So overall, yeah, 2 great builds and 4 great minifigures, all coupled with a really good price. Overall, I'm gonna have to give this set second place. Now, for the moment you've all been waiting for, we've seen 9 sets. It's finally time to move on to number 1. And number 1, in my opinion, is the Legacy Tournament of Elements from 2021. Now, I think that this set combines a lot of stuff from sets that we've seen before, like the Throne Room Showdown or the Dojo Showdown. But in this case, I think it just does it a whole lot better. Starting off with the build, because that's actually like the least interesting part of this set. It's not bad, it's just not that great, but again, that's understandable considering this set has 7 minifigures for $30. That being said, you do have quite a bit of space, and I think you can pretty easily fit all 7 minifigures that come in this set on this build, and it also has some neat references back to Tournament of Elements. Other than that, the build, it's mostly just a place to put minifigures. So now talking about the minifigures, getting 4 exclusive minifigures in a $30 set is absolutely crazy. So yeah, overall, this set is absolutely fantastic. It was a must buy back in 2021 for any Ninjago fan, and yeah, that's why this set is going to be number 1 on the list. Alright, so that's my list. If you enjoyed, make sure to like and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one.